March 1st, 2015, Los Angeles police officers had a violent encounter on Skid Row with a 43-year-old man named Charly Africa Cunang. The encounter ended in Cunang's death. An autopsy that was just released after months of delay concluded that 2 of the shots fired by LAPD officers resulted in contact gunshot wounds. This means that officers put a gun right up to Cunang's body and fired. In the immediate aftermath of Cunang's death, LA Police Chief Charlie Beck said at a press conference, officers on the face of it took reasonable steps to avoid it. Had the individual not grabbed the officer's pistol, we would not be having this discussion. But Cunang's family is not buying that story. They have filed a lawsuit over his death. Charly Cunang was a Cameroonian immigrant who had come to LA to be an actor. He was well known among Skid Row residents. In a few minutes, we'll turn to Dan Stormer, a longtime civil rights attorney whose firm Hatzel, Stormer and Rennick is representing Cunang's family. In the meantime, we'll speak first with Lynn and Charles Foming, who are Charly's sister and brother-in-law. They join us now by phone from the East Coast. Welcome to Uprising, Lynn and Charles. Thank you for joining us. Lynn, let me start with you. Can you tell us about your brother, Charly? Who was he? I mentioned he had come to LA to be an actor.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Sonali.
Yes.
This is Lynn Foming, Charly Cunang's sister. My brother was killed on March 1st by LAPD. My brother he was only my brother. Since I got the news, I'm very devastated. He was close to me. He was younger than me, very close to me. He loved his family. And since I got the news, since I knew how he was killed, I'm very devastated. Because he was my strength, he was my hope. I don't even know. I don't have words to explain what I'm feeling now. I'm devastated.
I want to turn to Charles Foming, Charly's brother-in-law. Can you tell us why the family is filing a lawsuit?
Yes, my name is Charles Foming. Charly Cunang was my brother-in-law. And what is the question again, please? I can't hear
Why
you.
is the family filing a lawsuit now?
What family?
Why family is
Why are you filing a lawsuit?
Yeah. Yes, we are. Charly was a great guy. So we are very hungry for how my brother-in-law was treated. We filed the lawsuit we're seeking justice, and we want to honor Charly because Charly. We want that the Charly death is not in vain. We want to make sure that something like that is not going to happen again.
Well, I want to thank the two of you so much for joining us, and our deepest sympathies from our entire crew to you and to Lynn. And we're going to turn now to Dan Stormer, longtime civil rights attorney. Dan, can you explain the basis for the lawsuit?
Well, the basis for the lawsuit has a number of bases, one of which is the Bain Civil Rights Act, which protects us, in theory, from excessive force by the police against private individuals. There's also the wrongful death, excuse me, I'm losing my voice, and the wrongful death component, which is that he was shot and killed wrongfully.
Go ahead.
No, that's basically it. I mean, basically, the concept here is that the police, in taking the steps that they did, were completely outrageous in their behavior. This was a police shooting that should never have taken place. What you have is 6 heavily armed officers and 1 unarmed, homeless black man. And instead of a discussion with a resolution, what you had was an immediate reliance upon lethal force and the killing of this man while being held down with the guns placed directly against his chest.